All right, welcome back to the project. We're back on the 1980 FL8 Shovelhead motor that had the top end engine repair work done to it. Had spark plug threads fixed. We're on reassembly, and I found that the exhaust push rod is bent, and so we're trying to find a new set of push rods for it. We ordered a set after contacting the company, and their service tech had given me some bad advice, gave me the wrong part after I explained to him what I had installed on the bike. But anyway, so they delivered the part. I was going to install it, and I realized, no, these are for the Evo style or twin cam. They got the different size cup on the Shovelhead. You have, this is my solid lifter adapter. You have this small little hole. On the other style, they're bigger around. So you can get different style solid lifter adapters. Some of them have the adjuster on the lifter adapter, and they have the bigger cup, different push rods. So when you order push rods, I found you have to know what you got to be able to install the right part. So that's where we're at. We're trying to figure these out. I think I've identified the maker of these. There's no marks on them, but this blue color was the dead giveaway. And most likely these are Andrews aluminum adjustable for Shovelhead. And the Shovelhead has that smaller end on the adjuster. So these have the adjuster on the push rod itself. Now you can find non-adjustable push rods, and they have an adapter that goes in here, and it has the adjuster. Basically, it's just this part right here that goes into this, and then it has a cup on the top that the push rod sits in. So I could have possibly used the push rods that I had, but I think they were the wrong length. Anyways, on the Shovelhead, your exhausts are a little longer than your intake, so you have two different lengths on the Shovelheads, right? And so I've contacted Andrews and talked to their tech personally in regards to identifying the push rod, and also to talk to them about their wholesaler or retail provider of their parts advice, because I was advised that Andrews did not make push rods for this by the company that sent me the last set of push rods. They told me flat out that they didn't make them. They didn't carry them. They didn't make them. And so they pushed a high dollar set of S&S on me that wasn't right for the bike. So we've mailed that back. We're waiting on a refund for that. And I've talked to Andrews, and they've advised me I need to go down into the, check my lifter. Most likely I might have a bad roller. Bare minimum, I need to identify lifters with it, because they had recommended if I replace my lifters to go with Jim's lifters. And so that's where we're gonna go with. And I believe my brain just shut off for a second, guys. I got distracted by a sound. I think the hot water heater behind there kicked on or something. I don't know. Anyway, so where I was at, we're going to go ahead and pull the lifter blocks, pull the lifters out. We're going to take a look at the lifters, bare minimum. We're going to look down into the cam lobes and see if I see any damage on the cam lobes. And then most likely we'll pull the cam chest and go through the cam chest. And so that's where we're at. So we're going to pull this cover off. We're going to look at the cam setup in it. We're going to inspect the screen for the pump, and just kind of give her a once over on the bottom end. So that's where we're at. We're going to go ahead and get all that done off camera, of course, because this isn't a how-to thing. This is just a documentary of my projects, and let you guys kind of ride along and see what goes on inside a shop, and thinking wise, decision making. And so that's basically what we do with our page is we just let our customers watch kind of the process and where we're at and how we make our decisions, and kind of the problems we have. I discussed that a lot. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with this. We're going to do it and do it right. Quality is the main thing. You know, sleepless nights do happen. I fret over my projects, guys. I look at them like a reflection of my own personality. When I work on something and it goes out there, I want the customer to be happy with it. And if there is a failure or a problem, I want them to know that I've documented the process and my skill level is high enough that it typically was not me that caused the problem. It most likely was additional failure somewhere else in the motor, or a manufacturer problem with the part we installed. And these are old bikes, man. You know, shit happens sometimes. Gremlins, man, they got personalities all on their own. And the reality is, it's just got the quality of the metal. It's just the quality of the metallurgy. Some act differently, you know, cast parts, you know, just inclusions, temperature of the day, humidity outside, barometer, you know, all that shit plays a factor, man. So we're going to go through this, verify our parts just to make sure, because we have damage, verifiable damage on this one. And before we order a new part, we're going to take a look at the lifters, and if we got to replace the lifters, we might replace the lifters, and we might also go with a different style push rod, up to the customer and what they want to do. But at least at this point, let's identify what cam we got and take a look at our lifters to make sure that we don't have a problem, and then we'll move forward. All right, stay tuned.